Hi, my name is Ximena Vélez Liendo. I'm the coordinator and head of the Andean Carnivore Conservation Program based in Bolivia. Well, in the world, there are 8 bear species, and one of them, it's the Andean bear. It's the only bear who lives in South America. It's the only bear with a short face. It's endemic of the Andes tropical mountain range. It's a medium size. It's not really that big and it's not really that small. But something really, really cool about the Andean bear is that it's the only bear that can eat bromeliads, but it can also feed on meat. It's really, really good. The bears can hunt, and they are very, very, very good at. And they can also eat other types of food. That's why we call them omnivores. Bears eat berries, and they are really, really good collecting the best berries in the forest. So they eat the berries and they cook the berries. So that's how they are known as the gardens of the forest, because they keep planting little trees all over. So that's one of the reasons. And the second one is because bears are really big. They wherever they walk, they always put the grass low, so they keep the open spaces. So that's another good reason why they're called gardeners. Bears inhabit the mountains from Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. So Bolivia is the last country in South America where we have bears. So there are around 10 to 15,000 bears in the wild. And Peru and Bolivia, we have more than half of that population. During the past probably 5-7 years, the habitat in these countries have been starting to get really fragmented. Fragmented means divided. So once that the beautiful forest is fragmented, is divided, then each fragment gets really smaller and smaller. And because bears need really, really big areas to live, to feed, to sleep, they're not finding those areas. So every time bears and people are fighting for the same resource, which is land, which is home. One of the many options that we were trying to implement in these areas were, how about if we try to identify something that people could economically use and get some benefit, and at the same time people will get less dependent on cattle, because at the end of everything, the problem was cattle, livestock. That was the main root of all our problems, because cattle was kind of precious for people. But cattle at the same time was in the mountains, cattle is not really an economical viable activity. So people were making a lot of losses. So beekeeping started in 2017, and then with 5 communities. At each community, we helped establish a community apiary. So it was like a school. So everyone who was interested attend the apiary, and my technicians, they were teaching people how to become a beekeeper. So from 2017, then we started working, and on 2018, I think it was end of 2019, beginning of 2019, we had the first production of honey, and it was incredible. It was beautiful. Everyone was really happy to see that this initiative was actually working, which was the honey, which was the beekeeping project. So the beekeeping project had, well, they decided to have a brand because we needed to put a face, a name on that initiative. And that's how Valle de Osos, Valley of Bears, started. The years were passing by, the number of bear individuals were increasing. So that was really, really good. We were starting monitoring cubs becoming sub-adults, becoming adults, having their first cubs, then their first litter, and then the years after that, the second litter. So it was really, really, really nice. It was really nice to see how the the bear population was recovering. At the same time, people were getting some a benefit, a tangible benefit of conservation. So in my college, the last semester, it's a research semester. So I was wanted to study monkeys because I was really, really inspired by the Jan Fosi work with gorillas. So I said, yeah, I want to do monkeys and do some ecology. One day, one of my professors, she said, no, you're not going to do anything with monkeys. You're going to work with bears. And I said, bears? I don't want to work with bears. I want to work with monkeys. And they, no, you're going to work with bears. I said, yeah, all right. So we went to this national park in Bolivia, Carrasco National Park. So we saw bear coming out from the forest, very calm. It was the first time that we both were seeing bear. So in that moment, when I saw that bear, I knew I knew that I was going to keep working with him.